My name is Tyler Legassi. Hello, once
And I'm
again. My
Matt,
name is Tyler Legassi,
and I'm Matt Glumac.
and welcome to Stars of the Spectrum Golf Tour. For the first time ever, this is a live Masters stream, as I would say, because Masters live stream sounds a little weird.
Yeah, it is, but we're gonna be here watching the Masters. We're gonna give our commentary, and it's looking to be a pretty interesting Masters this year.
Yeah, most definitely. I consider this Masters to be a triple crown horse race in super slow motion, combined with a roller coaster ride, which includes unpredictable momentum shifts. And
Absolutely,
this course is not going to give them anything. They have to earn this green jacket, and this Masters is an example.
absolutely, because the conditions are playing harder than I've seen in forever. The conditions at the course this year are atrociously difficult because on Friday, the winds were howling over 25 miles an hour sustained, almost up to 50 in gusts. The winds have dried up the greens. They have made them extremely fast, very firm, and they're going to have a lot of trouble today, and they're going to have to really fight in order to have a chance of winning that green jacket today.
Each Masters is different, as there always seems to be something new. For example, this year has seen sandy greens from high winds, Tiger breaking consecutive cuts, made record only to shoot an 82 on Saturday. A hole out for birdie on 18 by Bryson to end the third round yesterday, and a native from Denmark and a native from Sweden that are in contention for basically the first time ever in Masters history. And I have a question to ask you. Who do you think
Absolutely.
has the best chance of winning outside the golfers currently in the top five of the leaderboard?
Who are outside the top five?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, it's hard to say, but if there's anyone that's outside the top five, I guess maybe if they can make a huge charge, it could be Cam Smith or Young, maybe even Glover. But I think that for this year, I think, in my opinion, if anyone is going to be wearing that green jacket, if I had to guess, it's going to be either Bryson DeChambeau or Colin Morikawa and Scotty Scheffler, who is currently in the lead at 7 under, leading by one stroke.
Yeah, well, my answer is Xander Schauffele because he's got he's got to shoot no worse than a 68 if he's ever going to keep up with the golfers ahead of them. There are also Tommy Fleetwood, Cameron Young, Cameron Smith. They're proven winners. Well, of the four golfers outside the top five, only Cameron Smith has won a major, and Scotty Scheffler is perhaps the most legit golfer in the top 10 because he's basically the only one that's ever won the green jacket. But however, there's a chance that Scotty Scheffler will leave mid round if and when his wife goes into labor, which is probably gonna add a twist to this Masters.
Well, hopefully she doesn't have it just yet, because because that'd be a huge damper. But sometimes family outweighs everything, and you gotta be there for to support your family and your kids. But we'll see. But I would definitely love Sky Scheffler to make a run at it and hopefully win it, because I know him personally. He's a wonderful guy, great player, and it's nice to be able to know him personally and to know that he at least somewhat has a chance here.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you might see those guys in the top five. Guys like Scheffler, Morikawa, and Homa represent the USA in the Olympics in Paris come August. And of course, you got Ludwig Aubert, who's literally taken the game of golf by storm, coming into his first ever major appearance, which happens to be the Masters. And of course, you got a couple of other golfers in the top 10 that may compete in the Olympics. And basically, the Olympics has given me a reason to watch it because golf just happens to be in the program for the third time in the modern era, the third time this century. And
Absolutely. Because golf is just it's just such an incredible game, and you and I we've competed together. We had our close match. It's just it's more than just a game. I think golf is in some ways it's kind of about life in some ways because you just don't know where that ball is gonna lead you, but you got to try to enjoy the ride, and it's not always easy to do. And I was playing a few days ago, and it was a roller coaster ride, and not in the right direction. But
yeah, I played outdoor golf for the first time this year since Florida. I played 9 holes yesterday, and I think I made par on 5 holes in the first 5 out of 8 holes. I made par. I was actually striking them all very well, just getting my feet wet. It's just that the greens are very inconsistent where I play. This time of year in April, the ground's very bumpy and inconsistent. But once you get to June, the putts are more truer.
yeah. So at this time, Bryson DeChambeau is teeing off on the first hole, and he's at 3 under par right now. He's 4 back of the leader.
Has he
So
teed off yet?
he's teeing off right now. He looks like he's got a 3-wood by the looks of it, and he birdied it the first round, so he's going to have to shoot a low score in order to have a chance at it today. But we'll see. And
Yeah, I'm watching it the same as you. I'm just trying to. Oh, I paused it so that you and I can be in sync.
and it looks like that is going a little bit to the right. It's going toward the bunker, but probably will carry it. I would. Oh, looks like he is in the fairway bunker on the right side.
You got the sound on?
No, I got the sound off right now, but
It's okay.
oh, that's a little too loud there. Well, hang on, give me a second here. Is there a volume adjustment on this?
Take your time.
Yeah.
21 has been hanging around this week.
Okay, this should be fine.
A brilliant bogey-free.
And now Xander Schauffele
to get himself in contention.
Beautiful smooth swing. That should be just perfect right there. And it is.
It's a beauty.
Oh, I just got a text from my caddy from the Lowell City tournament. He's asking me what time Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas are teeing off, and he asked me, "Do you think they're in the last group?" They're gone, man.
Jordan Spieth, he missed the cut. These conditions are so hard right now. You can't.
I'm telling you what, the 3 of the last 4 major winners missed the cut, and the only one that didn't was Brooks Koepka, and he's basically a non-factor.
No, he's way back. I don't think there's no chance of him, getting this thing this year.
Scheffler has achieved or even could add to that impressive resume. It's a resume in the case of Colin Morikawa that also is extremely impressive with his 2 major titles. And all of a sudden, he could have 3/4 of the Grand Slam if he wins here today.
That's right. And then heading to the US Open, trying to complete that. And I expect him to play really well today. Like you say, he's won 2 majors. He knows everything that is going to happen. He knows what to expect, how his body is going to feel, how his game reacts. And he's a tough, gritty competitor. So, like I said, I expect a lot from him today.
When we get to Sunday at the Masters, those 2 par 5s on the second side always end up being pivotal. What about the way they're going to play today, 13 and 15?
Well, you've got 2 great hole locations there, particularly on 13 that I'm looking at. One of the hole locations that are down in a low area where you can use the slopes to feed the ball close in there. Scotty made the eagle there yesterday. We saw Morikawa 3-putt. He didn't play the par 5s very, very well on the second 9, but Scotty played him in 3 under. And oftentimes, the second 9 at Augusta on Sunday, those par 5s are the two holes that make the difference.
We're going to go back out to the first and look to the green where Cam Davis has this for par. It's a tough starting hole, no question about it. Even you take cases last year, Rahm opened with a double on day one at one and one on the win. Here we are at the second.
And our first look, the beautiful par 5 down the hill from a steep downslope, Ben Arn. Keep feeding down the slope. Wonderful
Your
shot.
sound and mine are all synced up.
5th Masters.
Good shot there.
Reigning US amateur champion for the first time in 10 years ago now. Wow. Back to 1.
Remember we saw Højgaard snap hook this tee shot. Now this for a bogey, and that was
double.
So the bad momentum continues.
Oh, yeah, I saw that tee shot while you and I are trying to get on the air. I mean, Højgaard hit perhaps the ugliest snap hook I've ever seen in the Tracer era, especially during the Masters time.
Yeah.
Let's move ahead to the 14th.
And yesterday on this hole, Shane Lowry made an eagle. The first one at 14 in 8 years. Here he is with his second shot today at 14. Another favorable hole location. And watch this one for Lowry.
Oh my gosh.
Better and better.
Beautiful.
And better, and to within 4 feet. So he almost does it 2 days in a row. This was the scene yesterday, 118 yards out. The last time there was an eagle on this hole, 2016, Martin Keimer. The reaction
From the
priceless.
trees. How about that?
You did that from the trees? You're kidding.
How about that?
Let's go back to 1.
That's unheard of.
DeChambeau, as you said, in the first half of that massive bunker. Shoffley right in the middle of the fairway. Here's Bryson.
Difficult hole location at 1 today. Back left. This one not turning back.
Oh, a little long there on the
Yeah,
right.
that's the theme of this Masters so far. People are just overshooting the green. And tell you what, the area around the green is doing them no favors. They're just bouncing off like iron plates.
Because you need so much spin.
Here's Cam Smith.
Came up just short with his second shot down the hill.
Beautiful shot there. Oh! Cam Smith has eagle and he goes to 3 under par.
You kidding me? That's a,
What a
oh my God! The Open winner from 22 is making a charge.
Now 4 back. With a lot of golf left, you cannot count him out because
No kidding.
What a shot for Smith as we head back up the hill to 1.
Come on, X-Men. Swing the swing you're capable of swinging. That's exactly what Tom Weiskopf said. Tom Weiskopf, the guy was a long-time fixture in CBS sports golf coverage.
Rest in peace, Tom Weiskopf.
Oh, God love him.
I mean, he was. I mean, he had the chance to win this tournament, numerous times, and he just couldn't get through it. And
yeah, I watched him. I watched that special. The CBS did a special on him last year before the final round of the Masters on Tom, and
yeah,
he finished in second or a tie for second at least 4 times.
4 times, including the big battle in 1975 when Jack Nicklaus made the incredible 45-footer on the 16th hole.
And before that, Nicklaus was hearing like evil music from the hole next to him when Weiskopf made a huge putt of his own.
Yeah,
here's my man Keegan.
Good birdie for Keegan Bradley.
Right on. The Hopkinton High School golf star, followed by a stint or 2 at St. John's.
Young man from Woodstock, Vermont. Back to 1.
and won a major in his first appearance. So
Yeah. The last Masters tournament to feature a first-time major champion in his first major appearance was Fuzzy Zeller, 1979. I mean,
yeah,
that
and
that was the Masters that should have been won by Ed Snead had he not blown his
yeah,
little putt from 3 feet.
because Snead, he wasn't really an aggressive player. He played conservatively a lot, and it kind of worked against him. He three putted 16. He missed a short putt on um on 17, and then he barely missed the putt on 18, and I don't think he could recover from it after that because he never had a chance in a major again after that.
Yeah, well, I
So
watched a lot of Masters highlight films and read broadcasts so many times I lost count. And,
yeah,
He's playing great here.
old Max hits a homer. I mean, we New Englanders have a way of pronouncing words. Basically, around here we call him Max Homer, like Homer Simpson.
go.
If there was a guy that's due to win a major, Max Homer will be one of them.
Absolutely.
And Xander Schauffele, he's way past due.
Absolutely. Because he's a great player, and he definitely has a shot at it today. He's only two back, so.
Yeah, I was rooting for McIlroy, but he was a non-factor all weekend.
No,
I mean, I'll tell you what, that Augusta course is in Rory's head. I mean, it is in Rory's head. I mean, all those missed opportunities, all those errant shots. I mean, it's getting to him. But he's in his prime. He's got a shot. I mean, Mickelson had to wait so long for his first green jacket.
Yeah, and he was 34 when he first won it. No, he was almost 34, excuse me. So there's no reason why Rory can't do it. I mean, it took a long time, but Mark O'Meara, he finally won it at the age of 41. So
A lot of great golfers have won many majors, but the green jacket was not one of them. Guys like Weiskopf and Lee Trevino, they were legit golfers, among the best to ever play, but they've come up short in this one, man.
and Greg Norman as well, because he
Yeah.
came second 3 times, and he had a 6-shot lead in '96, but he just completely fell apart, and he lost by 5. So
Yeah, Ben Curtis is sandwiched between two Bay Staters, Francis Ouimet to the left and Keegan to the right. And Ludwig Aubert, the guy from Sweden and Texas Tech, he's trying to accomplish something that only a handful of people have been able to do: win a major in their first ever start.
exactly.
Just a touch.
And who can forget 1913 when Francis Ouimet won?
I've watched this movie depicting Ouimet, the greatest game ever played. That's a very underrated gem, starting Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you another tall tale about my golf adventure. One of the guys in the top 5, Bryson DeChambeau, I had the privilege to meet him in 2018 at the Northern Trust in Ridgewood in Paramus, New Jersey. I got invited to this little clinic here that he was holding. One of the best bits of advice he gave us was taking deep breaths when you're feeling nervous before every tournament, before every shot, what have you. It was also at that event, Peter Condon. You and I had the privilege of being in the same group in the last 2 rounds in Orlando.
Yeah.
And the guy from Missouri, Thomas Clegg, you'll like him. He's itching to become a golf pro. Hey, Thomas, Peter, and I, we got to meet Bryson.
Yeah, and I met Bryson DeChambeau a couple of years ago at the Farmers Insurance Open, and a lot of people give him a hard time, but he really is a really nice guy. And when he was finished with his round, he spent like a whole half hour in the autograph area. He stopped by every single person, giving an autograph, saying hi, and I took a selfie with him, and I talked to him that I'm friends with his club fitter in near Carlsbad, and so that's where we have a little bit of that connection there. So
Yeah, what makes him unique is that he has a unique way of approaching things when it comes to golf. I mean, each of his golf shafts are the same length.
exactly, 7-iron length.
Yeah.
Very very technical he is. Like they don't call him the scientist for nothing. And
You watching Tiger?
look at this for Tiger Woods. Oh, come on. Oh, boy, that looked familiar right there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we all know about the 2005 Masters when he had to hole out from off the
Yeah,
green and just basically all but helped him win his fourth green jacket at the time. But what not many people know
come
is
on,
that in
Tiger.
1999, that in the Masters, Davis Love III had a similar shot from off the green, which gave him a shot at a green jacket. But Olazabal held on to win. Greg Norman, I was pulling for him at that particular Masters. He had an amazing eagle on 13 in the final round in '99, but after
But
that,
look,
he didn't do much. He just couldn't keep up with Ollie.
yeah. But look at this. I mean, you got the U.S. Amateur runner-up. He's the low amateur this year, and he gets to play the final round with Tiger himself. How about that right there?
Oh man, that is a gift. That is
That
such
is
a
a
gift.
that is a huge gift right there. I mean, whether that's 5, 10, 15 years from now, I would give anything to play in this tournament and to have a moment like that with Tiger or anyone that I really liked.
No kidding. That's the
So
holy grail there, man. I got the
yes,
privilege to
sir.
How do you capture a moment like that?
You don't.
Vernon Lernquist in his last Masters coverage this year. That's
a couple of moments like that, and a lot of guys spend their career. And
it's not going to be the same not hearing his
No way. I was
voice.
thinking the same thing. It's not going to be the same without Vern.
He's incredible.
And catch it right.
That guy's a master. He was the voice of the Cowboys back
Yeah,
in the 70s and 80s.
yeah. Look at that. Boom.
Oh, no. I remember watching that moment.
wow! In your life, have you seen anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
just-
mean, my
that's
dad
one of
was
the-
literally blowing at the TV screen when that happened in 05.
All the things I've done of which I am most proud. To have a history with the Masters tournament, nothing can compare.
Oh, God, don't make me cry, man.
Got it right every single time, Bert. There with Mike Nancy on the 16th green of the week. They celebrated their 42nd wedding anniversary this week at the Masters, and we will be celebrating you for as long as there is a Masters tournament, Bert Lundquist.
Yeah, I got to go to that place in 2017. On the day of the one of the practice rounds, I walked past Lynn Swan, who's a member there, in his beautiful green jacket.
We're going to miss you.
I mean, there can only be one place for people to wear a green jacket, and that's Augusta.
You're great friends.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get through this day without any emotion. Maybe. Maybe, yes, sir.
Well, maybe he'll have a good call later today that he'll be able to sound off, with one more good, scream or one more good call. That would be
sound
really
off. It'll sound off with a bang. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Someone will provide it.
Good question.
All right.
One, Oberg.
Decent shot there. He's definitely got a shot at there to get the 5 under par.
If there's ever a coming out party for Sweden's Ludvig Ober, as he's called, this is it.
Oh my goodness. That would be Adam Scott, 2013 champion from Australia.
Yeah, I'll make a good teammate for Boston Commons in the Indoor Golf League.
Yeah.
I mean, this Indoor Golf League is going to be the wave of the future. Holding their first ever event in early January next year, somewhere in the Palm Beach area of Florida.
Yeah. Like if I was back in Montana right now, I would definitely I would be hoping that my house is big enough to have an indoor simulator in it, because it's it's so cold there in the wintertime for almost half the year. And I believe that having an indoor simulator in that kind of a climate is very beneficial to help you to keep your golf swing when you're not able to tee it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to a pretty cold place later this week. I'll be going to Utah for team trials with Special Olympics USA, competing in the World Winter Games in Torino.
Well, here we are, the final pairing with Scotty Scheffler and Colin Morikawa. And I'm still thinking that it's going to be one of these two that wins it. But the Masters has always been a tournament of surprises, and we just got to wait and see what happens.
Yeah, it's been completely unpredictable, and each Masters is different, of course, and hopefully this one won't be an exception. You've seen the best in the game ripped to shreds by conditions, fast and unpredictable greens, nearly inaccessible hole locations. We've had a 5-way tie at one point, and later on we've had 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 under.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Scotty Scheffler's swing is so unique in a way that his feet are literally off the ground once he hits that ball.
Like he truly does swing out of his shoes.
3 days in a row, I've seen his shoes on the 13th tee. Later on, I'm probably going to see it again. I mean, I hit the exact same tee shot yesterday on my first tee shot of the year yesterday. It literally went 300 yards. Basically, I had help from the wind. It was pretty windy yesterday when I played.
His record here is superb.
Yes, and when I was playing a couple of days ago, I was on the 5th hole on the Firecliff course at Desert Willow Golf Resort in Palm Desert, and I hit a little low draw, and it went 310 yards. That's the longest drive I've hit on that hole anyway, and definitely my longest drive I've hit in this season.
Seymour starting off strong. That's how I call Colin Morikawa. People have nicknames like Tracy McGrady's T-Mac, Alex Rodriguez is A-Rod, Jennifer Lopez is J-Lo, of course, has 2 letters. I mean, I call Colin Morikawa Seymour, spelled with the letter C, followed by a dash, followed by M-O-R, short for Morikawa. Call him Seymour.
And we got our own nicknames ourselves, practically, so.
Hang on.
Oh.
Nice to take the lid off right away.
That's 33 holes now without a birdie.
33. Wow.
And yet he's still right there.
Well, 33 holes without a birdie, then that's all pars all around.
My gosh.
Bryson now on the second shot on number 2.
Tell you what, DeChambeau's game is so powerful. 239 for a shot at eagle. And he has to take advantage of those par
he's
fives.
going left. It is going left.
Yeah, that's an errant mistake there. If you don't take advantage of those par fives, chances are you don't have a chance at a green jacket. Just don't. That's how Augusta's made. The difficult par 4s and par 5s that give you a chance to move up the leaderboard.
Yeah, but I think he missed it in a decent place, though. He's on the left side. He's got a lot of green to work with. He can pitch it onto the green and let it coast down that slope toward the hole. So a birdie cannot be out of his reach just yet.
Yeah, right.
So we'll wait and see there.
No, I've had a relationship with I've developed a relationship with some members of the Boston Bruins, and there are 3 guys on this team that are from Sweden: Hampus Lindholm, Linus Solmark, and now Jesper Boquist. I wonder if they're watching the Masters right now, because this guy from Sweden, Ludvig Åberg, he's got a shot.
Yeah, and I've developed friendships with some famous sports figures myself, and I've become friends with Mark Rippon, former Washington Redskins quarterback, for example. I met Kobe Jones, soccer player for the LA Galaxy earlier this year,
Wow.
and I earlier this year I met Shooter McGavin, Mr. Christopher McDonald,
The
and
guy who played the shooter. Yeah, that was a heck of a commercial he made at the Players Tournament. He's like, you got to be kidding me. Speaking of commercials, I mean, the one that AT&T did with Ben Stiller was epic. I mean, he hit a bunch of errant shots to the point where he's basically dressed up like a survivor and has to mount a wild animal or something to find his golf ball, and had to call Jordan Spieth.
Masters champion Patrick Reed with his second shot. Front right hole location today. Should see a lot of action here.
Reed.
Of the flagstick with a birdie putt.
Get out of here.
To 3.
All right.
350 yards. Young
Oh,
Dyke.
thanks.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's going into the trees there.
Good bounce in the right direction.
Oh, but he got away with it, and he's on. If it holds up a little there, stop.
That's going off.
Well, these greens are just so firm, and they're fast yet.
You're telling me? I mean, the fourth hole is a par 3, and almost every year they place a hole some 15 feet behind the front bunker.
Yeah.
Which makes the hole virtually impossible to birdie.
Scotty Scheffler, second shot on the first hole.
Wind is blowing from left to right. Must show that hole location some respect. Left is
Very good line. It's got to land on the green.
Oh, looks like it's gonna roll off there.
Yeah, his lead's in peril. He's got to make a very good third shot.
12 or 13 yards.
He's got plenty of green to work with. That's the good news. I mean, beginning to sound like Lanny Watkins. Man, could he call a game? I mean, he just doesn't get enough credit during the telecast. That was before Nick Faldo's long, illustrious second career, and after Ken Venturi. He was a fixture in CBS telecasts.
Yeah, he was, and a lot of times he recorded. He was giving coverage from the 13th hole at Augusta. That was his favorite hole, and.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have a recording of the introductions to all the commentators from the 86 Masters. You got Bob Murphy at 10, Steve Milnick at 11 and 12, Ken Venturi at 13, Gary McCord at 14, Ben Wright reporting play from the 15th hole, a straightaway 500 yards, par 5, followed by Jim Nantz at 16.
And Vern Lundquist at 17.
And Pat Summerall at 18.
Yep.
Now here's Morikawa, anxiously awaiting his second shot.
You did that really well. I got to hand that to you there.
Really? Well, thanks.
Perfect accent and everything. That was great. So.
That's a 9-iron on the way.
A straight line there. Is it enough? Is it enough?
And yes, it is.
Pin high.
Pin high looks like about 15 feet.
Yeah, I was driving home from work. I just recently started my job with Amano McGann, a parking solutions company based out of Woburn, which is right smack dab between Boston and the New Hampshire state line. And I was listening to the Masters on the radio, and lo and behold, Steve Milnick was part of the crew on Sirius XM. I mean, and he's got a nice folksy twang, simply because he's from Georgia and all that. Like, is it enough? Is it enough?
Finds them all at Augusta. The California kid is the new star in the game of golf.
Colin Morikawa is really playing well.
You want noise? You got it.
All right, I'm gonna pause this here for just let me mute that there. Doesn't look like we're having anybody coming to join us just yet. Hopefully, because anyone who's watching, can ask questions. They can, we can, try to join in if they want, and a friend of ours will help make that happen. So. anyway, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna quickly get myself a quick shot of water, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break myself. Thanks.
I'm gonna mute this right here. We'll be back in a second. All right, we are back and ready for some more Masters action here.
Big time
Send
player.
yourself for your buddy, Mr. Eagle, number 2.
Oh, it was a birdie actually, birdie.
Yeah,
But
I know. You missed out on Eagle.
Back to one, Jimmy.
Very good.
Yeah.
So Morikawa to tie the lead, and it just hooks at the last second. Back to 2.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Birdie for Bryson DeChambeau yesterday at 18. That was huge.
Oh, he missed it.
A slow start for him today. You got to birdie the par 5s, especially with his length. You have to take advantage of the 5s here at Augusta National. It's a must. Well,
Frank, after a 353-yard drive, 23-year-old in his first Masters, got to sit down. That was a yard from going all the way down the hill. Double bogey the opening hole.
Dustin Johnson here. Oh no, excuse me, Scotty Scheffler. He kind of has that DJ kind of beard.
It looks a little bit more like John Rahm than DJ.
Kind of.
That's going to give him a jolt of confidence.
Trevor, here are some Masters headlines. Just look at what the scoring's been.
Look at that.
Thursday.
That's how much over par it was on Friday. And not much better Saturday.
65 is lowest ever.
These are close to U.S. Open numbers.
Yeah,
Rarely
exactly.
you see golfers under par.
To own these 3 legs, Clara Judd, the Wanamaker, and the Masters green jacket. Meanwhile, Scotty trying to win for the second time in 3 years here. Bubba did that back in 2012, 2014.
Of course, John Rahm's not going to repeat. I mean, no
Those days, Ted
major
Scott.
champion, no Masters champion has gone to repeat since Tiger Woods in 02.
yeah,
The Masters has gone longest without a repeat champion. We have
well past that.
Koepka, the last repeat as both U.S. Open winner and PGA champion. And Patrick Harrington, the last to repeat as Open champion.
anxiously,
Over
wasn't he?
15 years ago.
Yeah.
He's going to be up
It
against
looks like Scotty Scheffler has found the bunker on the right side on the second hole.
that far down there.
So
Yeah, it's a very deep bunker. To 3.
Hogland for birdie.
Oh, great putt.
Great birdie there for Hogland, and he gets the 2 under par, 5 back of the leader.
That was Nikolai Højgaard, not Victor Hovland. Too bad for him, man.
Yeah.
FedEx Cup champion. This course just
On this one.
absolutely. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how decorated you are. This course will beat you to your knees if it has its way.
Whether it reaches it or not.
Exactly. You have to know where to put the ball, and you have to, know where to put it on the green, and it's.
That's not too bad. He might
And when
be-
conditions are like this, it makes it so much harder.
280 to the front. It's a beautiful day here in Augusta. The loblolly pines barely swaying in the breeze. The greens are firm and fast, but there's birdies and eagles to be made.
Birdies and eagles to be made. We will see.
People are excited about what AI will do for them. We're excited about what AI will do for business. Meet the Watson X assistant.
I was looking at the leaderboard just now, and Will Zalatoris is just
When you
just
Watson X
barely over par, and he's the kind of golfer.
coders code
If
fast,
it all comes together, I mean, he has a shot of winning at least a couple of majors, and that's how good Zalatoris is. He came so close
Yeah.
to winning a few,
transform
and then of course he missed the equivalent of a full calendar year because of back problems.
Every business needs reliable internet, even a family business. We needed to monitor payroll, check inventory.
Mute that since that's on a commercial. Here we go.
The Masters is sponsored by IBM. Let's create. Mercedes-Benz. Lead the charge. And by AT&T, who believes connecting changes everything. Fourth toughest hole of the week is the 4th hole. That might surprise a few folks.
Playing at 240 yards today with that back left hole location. The long par 3 has been a challenge all week. The 3rd toughest hole this week, the difficult 5th. And that hole location right there, just 7 steps over the big ridge.
No surprise here that the tied for toughest hole of the week is 11.
And look at that hole location cut right near the pond. And tied with the 11th, the finisher, 18. It's been so difficult in the wind, but that hole location, traditional hole location at the front left, I think will yield a few birdies today.
Yes. Let's go back out to Ian at the 2nd.
It's an inviting hole location for the 2nd shot. If you've got a good line, you can run it in the center of the green, splitting the 2 bunkers, and then use that ridge in the center of the green to sling it to the right. But if you miss the green, it leaves very difficult chips and pitches.
You got to execute. You got plenty of green to work with.
Way over there near Bryson DeChambeau has to get it on.
Is it going to take it slow? It doesn't look like
Not
it.
much more, Trevor, but that will be a very slippery putt.
Yeah, you'll just have to breathe on it. It'll make its way all the way down to the hole.
Yes, the miss there was to be a little long, like Bryson was. Leave yourself an uphill putt for the next.
Agreed.
Max, too, has gone a little bit long. Makes a big difference, the lack of wind. We had brutal wind conditions on the 2nd day. Very breezy and dry and tough yesterday. And today, much more pleasant out there, Dottie, as we watch Scotty Scheffler set for his 2nd.
Probably 10 degrees warmer easily.
Max set to go with his pitch. As Scotty just lays up with his 2nd. He won't get anywhere near the green.
Your main job is
Smart
just
move by Scheffler. Smart move.
get a
Don't want to
feed.
overdo it. You got 16
You
holes.
don't want to take the risk of hitting the lip. You want to just get it back into the fairway and leave yourself a wedge away.
Exactly.
Okay, little back foot sand wedge. Bump it short. Let it roll down.
Pretty good looking shot. It's going to take the slope a little there. All right.
Oh my!
Look at that. Oh, what an incredible effort there from Max Homa. So
Perfect
he should be
line.
able to make that birdie there and be able to get to within one shot of Scotty Scheffler.
To 18.
JT Poston from Hickory, North Carolina, trying to close out his tournament with the birdie.
Did you see that match on TNT between McElroy, Homa, Zhang, and Thompson?
70 for JT.
No, I didn't see that actually.
Let's go to the third.
I'll tell you what, I mean, Lexi Thompson made a nice putt for a skin, you know, and basically it was all McElroy. I'm looking at Roseanne's schedule here. I mean, it is absolutely taxing. I took a picture of it when I did it.
Back-to-back birdies on 8 and 9. He's way out of it, but you know you can still finish off with a decent round though.
Anyway, the day after the match, Roseng had to take a private jet from Florida all the way to Stanford to finish school. And it's 3:30 a.m. lands in San Jose. 9 a.m. COM 104W. 10:30 a.m. work meetings. 12 o'clock p.m. COM 172. 1:30 p.m. COM 164. 4:30 p.m. workout. 6 p.m. dinner. 8:30 p.m. work. I mean, how do you do that?
Look at that. Oberg has gone to 5 under par after an incredible birdie putt. He's 2 back of the leaders.
Making a name for himself.
Do not count this guy out. He
somewhere between Pittsburgh and Washington, the 3 Bruins are going nuts. Maybe they will go nuts once he makes another birdie or two. If he's tied for the lead, then you'll know.
Joe Squadron right there giving him knuckles. He's his caddy.
We will see.
For many years and Noel Head with that young talent. That's what they need around here. Joe's been a huge help for him.
Ludwig Gobert comes from the same school that produced a 3-time Super Bowl champion in Patrick Mahomes, and he's not too shabby a golfer himself.
Finally, a birdie for Max. 34 holes it took you. You never know. Maybe a race or more here today.
Great.
Shambo.
Another big tee shot.
Not quite.
Just got to be careful, Frank.
All this muscle and it's all for nothing if you don't have a good short game. Look at that. That thing is even further away from the hole as before.
Yesterday. Can't believe that. To the top of the hill at 2.
Yes, thanks very much, Frank. He's got the fairway wood trying to get it there.
That's that
He's
new
more trying to make a move.
the week, Ian. 284.
Stuck to the left.
Take a right bounce.
Sit down through the green, but that's to be expected on the conditions today.
Yeah, definitely. It's exactly where Homa ended up.
Remember, 8 of the last 9 Masters champions were first-time winners. Maybe Colin. Now over at 10. The Mad Hatter for birdie.
Another Boston comic guy.
3 under through 10 for Tyrrell. What a talent.
Back to 3. Downhill putt now for Xander. Has to be defensive.
He's going to make you move.
Sunday extra roll or two. Good roll. Still not guaranteed his 4.
John.
To 14.
And our defending champion, John Rahm, who is 2 over on his round today. We already saw Shane Lowry come close to holing out at 14 today.
Yeah, I thought Ron missed the cut.
Rahm rooting it on, and now watch. This is where it will come back.
There we go. Beautiful shot there
Yeah.
for the defending
Preview of
champion.
what's to come later here at 14 as Rahm with an excellent shot to set up a birdie putt. He will be in Butler Cabin later to present the green jacket to our latest champion as we go back to 2. Thank you, Andrew. We see Scotty Scheffler in the crosswalk.
He's called for a ruling. It will help, and the official is now on site.
You're allowed to play it from there. You can also ask for a drop. It's going to be difficult for those chasing Scotty today. Scotty, he hasn't shot an over par round in competition since last August. So, this Ken Tackett, PGA Tour Rules official, Masters official.
I bet the temperature is in the low to mid 80s right now. That's what the Weather Channel is saying. And it's gonna be a scorcher.
Boy, this would be a bonus if you could get over to there and get a better angle.
If that is in fact his
It
closest
looks like it
relief,
is.
it's
Oh my goodness, what are they doing?
You can see the flag tucked over there on the right side. And getting this extra 10 or 15 degrees of angle is a huge bonus.
It's a better angle. I don't get it.
Is this because that's the path that the people cross?
Well, probably. I'm not sure.
Is this legal?
I agree 100%.
Well, he's on a.
Is this like
well, just stopped on a crosswalk, so technically it is.
I guess so. It's a local rule, I guess. So
Yeah, I got a free lift from the road, which cuts across the 5th hole at the place where I'm a member, that National League Country Club. My tee shot just settled on the middle of a road, and I got a free drop, so I had to go back, so long as it's not close to the hole.
Louisville will be a beautiful sight. Great things have happened at Melhama.
and I had that unfortunate, false ruling at the USA Games when my ball went. I don't think you were with me that. Oh yeah, you were with me that day when my ball went left on what was it? I think it was like the 7th hole or something. I don't know. It went left. I was in the trees and I needed to take a drop, and the guy was only gonna let me take 1 club length for a drop. Otherwise, it'd be. He said it would be another stroke. I'm like, that ain't right.
Yeah.
So to avoid an argument, I just took the drop and just tried to punch out and stuff. But that was definitely a mistake in the tournament there.
The 7th hole is like the straightaway par 4.
Yeah, it's a dog leg left par 4, pretty long. Like I think it was like 410 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Went a little bit left, and then it took like a little bit of a downward dip, and then back up to the green, kind of.
Well, he shuffles off the green for his 4th shot. Good luck now, but I think Tommy Fleetwood wants to make a move. Oh, just to the left.
Tommy 2 under through 5.
Not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but the 11th and 12th holes are basically notorious for being one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult holes at Augusta. But yesterday, and so far this year's Masters, the most difficult holes are 17 and 18.
Yeah, and I've never thought that 18 would be the most difficult hole out there because, I've seen good scores there, and it's much longer than it was previously, but I never thought that 18 would be ranked the toughest.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, the pressure of the moment can get to these guys. The
Yeah.
conditions, particularly with the wind the way it is so far, and the
And when the wind is blowing you in the face,
Oh.
Watch live streams and video from every shot of every hole. You could even create your own featured group with My Group.
Well, there is Scotty and Colin over on the left. Colin may putt this. He putted yesterday a couple of times from off the fringe. Some players like to pitch. Ahead to 3.
Max Homer is second now.
gotta
Stay
stay
there.
on.
He did make his par.
All right, he's got a chance to potentially tie the lead.
That ball's an inch away from rolling down the hill, Frank.
It'll still be a difficult putt.
And
14.
defending champion John Rahm for a birdie at 14, and he missed it.
Kind of weak for the defending champion.
You can hear right there. Come on.
I mean, I had trouble making putts yesterday. I mean, like most of all my putts for birdie went short to the left. Well, if it were June or July, midsummer, those putts would have gone straight in.
Very skyward.
I was making quite a few comeback putts when I played the other day. I did miss a tap in, but it was because I was frustrated. I just rushed it, and then a couple I left kind of way short because the conditions. You see, when I was playing it at the course I work at, we have 2 courses, and so I played the front 9 on one course, and then I went to the other course and played the other front 9 because by that time it's practically empty, and so I could get 18 in that way in the evening, and the conditions were a little different on the other course. They were a little slower, so I had to adjust to that.
Yeah.
Well, he's had an amazing imagination.
And I had 2 double bogeys, a triple bogey, and then a quadruple bogey. So that's very unusual for me.
Yeah. Yeah, half of my holes yesterday were pretty good. The other half were not so good.
Yeah.
Basically, what's happened to me was that my tee shots were poor, which led to me making double bogey or worse. But when I'm keeping the ball in play, when I'm hitting my greens in regulation, chances are I'm gonna make par more often than not.
Yeah. Did you make any birdies the other day?
I had like 4 realistic shots at birdie, and I missed them all.
Oh, gee.
Most of them were like putts inside 10 feet.
Yeah. I made 1 birdie, and this was on the 4th hole on the other course I played. But besides that, nothing else. But they're a decent shot for Scotty Scheffler, so he should be able to at least save his par. DeChambeau now at the 4th hole. He looks like he made another bogey. But good comeback there. He goes back to 2 under par.
Yeah, he bogeyed 1 and 3, and that bounce back hole on 4.
And that is such a difficult par 3, and that should be good attempt by
the second shot was a little bit off the green. I think he putted it off the green, came close.
Yeah.
There was a time for Seymour to make his move. This would be it. This could be a 2-shot swing.
I don't think it will be a 2-shot swing, but it could still happen if the nerves get to you because Morikawa makes this and then you have to make yours. So. And he missed it.
Was right and it stayed right.
Chasing someone as good as Scotty, you have to make those putts for birdie.
2 good looks on the opening holes. Working hard to get comfortable.
Par. Could quite easily have been birdie.
The Scheffler's putt for par is not going to be too easy.
Sizable break for Max.
Get up there.
Good attempt. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Almost had that one there. That would have got him tied for the lead with Sky Scheffler at the moment.
We got a comment just now from our resident marathon runner, Eric Fishman. He said, "Hey, guys."
Just to go two in front.
Hey, how you doing, Eric? How's it going, man?
First good sort of nerve settler. This would really be icing on the cake. These two guys played together in Walker.
I'm going to connect through my YouTube channel here just a second. And
Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty remains at 7 under par.
Yeah, I don't care how far you putt it from or how close you are to the hole. That was a clutch putt for par. Any putt that you need to say par is clutch at Augusta.
The team it is. Spider Miller, the captain up there in the top left.
One heck of a Walker Cup team there is.
Zalatoris in
Scheffler, Morikawa, McNeely, Zalatoris. Loaded with talent, loaded with star power.
At the time. Now, over to 6.
Give me 1 sec here. I have to verify for my YouTube channel that it's me. And yes, it is. Cam Smith. Looks like
Scotty Scheffler, this hole has been kind to him over the years, Dottie. It's given him a little bit of comfort. Yet to hit a green in regulation today.
It looks to me that he's got driver in hand. 277 will take that center bunker out of play.
There's been 2 eagles, one from laying up,
You know,
one from driver. So
this hole may be measured at 350, but don't be fooled. It is not reachable from the tee.
yeah.
Seems to be happy with it.
yeah, it's not too bad. Greenside bunker. That's actually where Adam Scott made 2 from earlier today.
Yeah, that's a nice spot to be. It'll be chipping straight uphill.
4.
The tee shot.
Very, very difficult par 3 at 240 yards.
Comes up
Well, the
short.
flag is positioned the back left as opposed to the front right.
And that's usually the traditional pin placement for the 4th hole.
Yeah.
Well, actually, excuse me. That's actually the usually it's the back right for 4th hole, and for the 6th hole it's the back left usually. But
That stop shot is back. 2 major championships.
yeah.
Both came with
Oh, it looks like Morikawa has found the bunker.
Scotty Scheffler. Considerably warmer today. Ball will go a little further. Breeze not as strong as it has been the first 3 days. 4.
Here it is over 1 under so far today. This is a 4-iron.
Well, Bears being aggressive.
And he'll have a cut at it.
What to do?
7 birdies.
Looks like he'll have a shot at that one.
Meanwhile, here it's
Tommy Fleetwood on the 7th hole. He's at 2 under par at the moment. This is from 105 yards.
this will get better.
And that is a very good shot right there.
Oh, that's
And
brilliant.
that leaves him about 5 feet for birdie to get him to 3 under par and 4 back of Scotty Scheffler. And to 18, 3-time champion Phil Mickelson, and who made a big run at last year at the age of 52.
Playing in this event for the 31st time.
And that's a great shot there on the last hole for Phil.
Making the cut this week is now the 101st major cut of his career, which is 3rd most all time. It's Nicklaus, it's Player, and then it's Phil, just one back of Player's 102. 3rd most of all time. Things are still tight here at Augusta, as they have been all weekend long. No one has created any separation. Max finally has his birdie. Morikawa with a couple of opening pars. Same goes for Scheffler, who sits alone. The final round by one.
We're bringing the Mercedes-Benz experience to every electric and plug-in hybrid.
So, how you doing, Eric Fishman? You joining us? You want to ask some questions?
This experience that feels more like a destination than a detour.
Let me mute this since we're in a commercial break here.
High-powered charging network. Mercedes-Benz.
There we go. I almost forgot to ask you, like, how's the preparation for the Winter Games?
It's going on just fine. I'm doing my best to keep in shape, eating healthy, and getting the recommended amount of sleep night in, night out. And I haven't gone skiing since late March up in New Hampshire. This place has gotten a lot of snow lately, a couple of feet on a couple of occasions. And I'll be flying out to Salt Lake City Thursday morning, and the weather is supposed to be suitable for skiing on Friday and Saturday. Temperatures in the 40s, middle of the day to near 50.
Yep.
Other than that, some spring conditions should be very nice. No rain, no snow whatsoever. And I'll be practicing at Park City, the place where my fellow Granite Stater, New Hampshire's own Bodie Miller, won a silver, the first of 2 silver medals in the Salt Lake City Olympics in '02, as well as Yana Kostelic. She won a gold. She won one of her 3 gold medals in Salt Lake that year.
It should be a lot of fun. So it's just right around the corner. And it's the U.S. Winter Olympics, right?
Well, actually, I was Special Olympics USA. We're competing in the World Winter Games scheduled for Torino, Italy next year.
Oh, okay. My mistake there. But yeah, Salt Lake City. I got family that lives in the area, so.
Oh, nice.
And so it looks like they haven't shown it yet, but it looks like Tommy Fleetwood made that birdie on 7, and also Phil Mickelson, he made his birdie on 18. So, and here's Alberg on the 4th hole for birdie effort. It's got to slow down a little there.
Yeah, speaking of Salt Lake City, they're about to welcome the Arizona Coyotes. I mean, I got to go to one of their games 10 years ago. They had a very nice arena in Glendale, but for some reason the Coyotes were evicted from that particular arena, and so they played the last 2 seasons at Arizona State's new ice hockey arena called Mullet Arena.
Yeah.
And, it just didn't really work out. And... Oh, nice.
Scotty Scheffler, really good shot there, and
yeah, as I was saying, I mean, Phoenix has this huge potential. I mean, their Coyotes made a conference final one year, and after that, they haven't done much. I mean, the state of Arizona has produced Austin Matthews, who scored 67 goals so far, and Fleetwood made his birdie on 7, and still an outside chance for him.
Now back at 4.
And this is to save a par, stay within 2. But it looks like that Scotty Scheffler will most likely make this putt on the 3rd hole and get him to a 2-shot lead. So
yeah, he's most likely to extend the lead unless Morikawa can help it.
Sloping back down towards the bunker. Express.
He's been doing that for just inside a year or so.
I think the big thing this week with him, Dottie, was the putter change after the first round.
And he finished that first round on the second day.
Colin Morikawa comes from the same college that produced the likes of Aaron Rodgers and Jaylen Brown from my Boston Celtics.
Won after day one. Went on to win.
Cal Berkeley.
This is to tie the lead at the moment. Looks like he overread that one.
Yeah, he wasn't the first.
Yeah, he didn't really.
He also changed the
He tried to play a pretty hard left to right break. Didn't break as much as he hoped.
No.
Okay.
Good par save for Homa. He remains one back at the moment.
remains at 6 under, one shot back.
Individual champion in the Collegiate Men's Golf 2013. From, you guessed it, the same school that produced this guy over here, Colin Morikawa. Cal Berkeley. Making the Golden Bears proud.
Also seems to put a little less stress into the day. Those par putts are uphill.
Well done.
Good save. Remains at 6 under par.
Now the Texas Longhorn to extend the lead. But first,
Head to on. He's on the 7th hole from 155 right by the trees.
Ben on.
10 Masters as an 18-year-old.
Right on.
Wow, what an incredible shot there from on.
Right
From where he
on,
was. That is an incredible shot there. He will have that for birdie. And here's Scheffler to extend his lead by 2. And he makes it. Scheffler goes to 8 under par.
Going for a second green jacket. It's just days away from being a proud dad as well.
But here comes the tough 4th hole. And this is going to be a real tester here for these two gentlemen. Cam Smith from the 7th hole.
Yep.
Looks like the camera froze there for a second there.
At major championships, as you see the final pairing making their way up to the teeing area at 4.
I'm putting down my real-time scoring for Special Olympics Massachusetts. Something I usually do the last few years, make a preview and post-tournament comments.
Alongside Tiger Woods, just had some fun.
Tyrell Hatton on the 12th hole. What an incredible birdie there.
Oh, yeah.
12th hole, I think, is the most difficult par 3 at Augusta.
I'd say the most unpredictable. I mean,
The wind is very unpredictable. It swirls like a twister. It's
Rays Creek puts the fear of God in your swing. It loads you out with a lot of fear. And back in January, when I was playing in Rich Carlton, half the holes are surrounded by water. It just intimidates you.
Into competition, go to drivechipandputt.com to learn more. Okay, now this stretch, this tough stretch, 2 of the 4 hardest holes coming 4 and 5, and here's the first leg of it for the final pairing.
And Jim, only 7 birdies here today at the 4th hole as the final pairing comes through. And Dottie, it feels like the breeze is picking up just a little bit. What can you tell us about that?
I would agree with that. It's also mostly from the left. Plays down 6 yards. 236 to the top deck.
Number you're most interested in is what gets you over the deep front bunker.
That would be about 2.25.
Gotta get over that bunker. Gotta get up there.
Oh, it's way too strong through the green.
It is gusting. You got to catch it at the right time.
Bryson DeChambeau on the 5th hole. And he makes it. Bryson DeChambeau, back-to-back birdies. He goes back to 3 under par. And still a lot of golf left. And Scheffler is in trouble on the 4th hole, so don't count Bryson out just yet. And here's Morikawa, tee shot at the 4th hole. Holding his pose there.
Yeah, made it over. That looks like a nice shot.
Pretty good shot there, considering, he just barely got on the fringe there, but he bounced forward onto the green, almost pin high. So it's about a 25, 30 footer, it appears.
He just cleared the bunker by just a handful of feet.
Exactly, just a couple feet from some
One
trouble there.
Oh, left it up there.
Man, Shoffley, he has missed that birdie attempt.
Back the shot that he picked up earlier. Well, DeChambeau, yeah, he's had adversity, as you said, Trev. Keeps fighting back. 8 under par leads the 88th Masters in Augusta, Georgia.
Here it comes.
Oh, Ben Stiller. Oh!
A little off the green. Well, it's middle of nowhere.
That was pretty good right there.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, did you hear that that Shooter McGavin, aka Chris McDonald, he was actually given a script for Happy Gilmore 2?
Yeah, I heard something about that. I didn't read the details of it, but I've heard something about it.
Well, if that comes to fruition, that would be really interesting right there. And we're back now. Max Homa, second shot on the 5th hole from 225 yards. It's got to go.
He got it up top.
And there it is.
Nicely done.
Good.
And speaking of Shooter, I mean, you think they're gonna incorporate Tiger Woods in? I mean, basically, he took over the sport just a mere year or so after Happy.
And there's probably gonna Rory is on the green at 12. Pretty good shot there.
Yep.
And also, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of cameos and extras in the Happy Gilmore 2 when it comes out. But
Yeah, it's been a long time. I mean,
because I was helping Shooter during a celebrity golf tournament here in the desert, and I actually, when he was finished, I got to ride with him out to his truck. I cleaned his clubs off for him. I helped him load up and everything. I wouldn't have even accepted even a tip from him or anything, because just the privilege to be able to go with him out to his car, help him out, get a selfie, and help to make his experience at the course a wonderful one. And I keep forgetting, but I'm going to have to try to find a way to send that picture to him, and I might even let him know that, hey, if Adam Sandler needs an extra to hit a golf shot or for a few lines, hey, I'm open. I'd be happy to. I mean, I'm not an actor or anything, but I wouldn't mind giving it a try for a golf movie.
I could have been an actor, but I wound up here. I mean, you gotta have like a little inspiration, motivation, imagination, what have you.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at David Pastrnak. He's he epitomizes style in today's NHL. I mean, in fact, he doesn't have a shabby golf swing at all. In fact, I got to see him up close hit a golf ball back in 2019. Just before that, I was kind enough to give him a cold brew, and he does those commercials with Dunkin' Donuts. It's just
Yeah.
plain Dunkin' right now.
And he really is not the worst golfer. I mean, I believe he shoots in the 80s, so he's not that bad.
No,
Adam
really.
Sandler. I mean, I saw Shooter T. I mean, I just call him Shooter just because of his role in Happy Gilmore. I mean, pretty much everyone calls him Shooter because of that. I saw him hit his first tee shot during the tournament, and he went over the green and into the water. So, but he's getting up there. He's almost 70 years old now.
Yeah.
But if he makes an appearance in the sequel, that should be quite interesting. Here's Morikawa.
For birdie. Not quite.
No, but a very good lag. I mean, anytime you can walk away with a par on the fourth hole, that's a really good score.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. I mean, we're talking about Shooter McGavin and David Pasternak and all of that. Got lost in Morikawa's attempt at birdie. And Scheffler needs to make this one for par, or else we'll have a one-shot lead. Well, basically, we're gonna have a game again.
Let's go to 5.
Oh yeah. Here's what I was trying to say. Are you familiar with the American Century thing?
Yeah.
I asked about that yesterday.
Oh man, it'd be so nice to go there, or at least get involved in some way. Maybe participate in all these stars from the NBA, NFL, all the major leagues are there. Mark Mulder, Aaron Rodgers.
And his girlfriend.
And you're talking about the American Century thing here in the desert? Is that what you're talking about?
I was talking about the one in Tahoe.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm sorry, I get the names of the tournaments mixed up. I was thinking about the Pro-Am here in the desert that Nick Dunlap won as an amateur. You got all these amateurs that are playing in the Pro-Am, celebrities. Like one time I went and I saw John Elway playing with Mickelson. That was something else.
Oh. Yeah.
So Scheffler, he needs to make this par to maintain his 2-shot lead. Otherwise, it's going to be down to 1. These are the pressure cooker putts.
Can't putt with nerves. It's breaking on him.
And it looks like he's going to drop a shot back to a 1-shot lead.
However,
However, bogeys are to be expected on the fourth hole, considering how difficult it has been.
Yeah.
But as Tiger Woods once said, that bogeys won't kill you at Augusta, but it's doubles that will. So you gotta make sure, no matter what, not to make doubles or worse.
Just quietly staying in touch, isn't he?
He's playing it like it's a U.S. Open. Making pars. Yep. And it's birdie at the second to break that long streak that went almost half the tournament in duration between birdies. Here are some of the shots of the day we've been able to put together. Knapp, Masters rookie. The start to the season he's had on the PGA Tour.
This was earlier today when the greens were a little softer.
And VJ,
2000 champion Vijay Singh on the 12th hole earlier.
61 years old and he still got it.
Look at that. What a birdie.
Yeah, I got to see him play at the AT&T National in 2012. That guy can still play. He can still bring it. Ernie Els, he was there.
You cannot underestimate these folks, because I think in golf, if age is just a number, as long as you have some distance and some good golf skills, you can definitely play well in your 50s.
Once you get to that age.
This was his third shot at 7.
Now, there's how you make a birdie.
Rambo. Classic Rambo. Yeah. What I love about Rom's swing is that he doesn't overdo anything. No wasted motion.
No, and with my swing, I got a really crazy swing. It's I always
Yeah, Peter Condon's swing is so long. I mean, it's way past parallel. I could be way past parallel sometimes when I'm feeling very pumped and all that. But when it comes to tight courses, when it comes to tight holes, I just had to take a little off. Just worry about keeping the ball in play.
23 holes ago, depending on the player, and it's now 7-6-6 instead of all 6 under par. Morikawa on the tee at 5.
Continues to drive the ball really well. Hit every fairway yesterday.
Here, give me just 1 second here, Tyler. I gotta get off the screen for just a second here. I'll be back.
Me too. Oh, come on. Don't tell me. Square the middle of the green and off you go. Off we go. Oh, it's done.
AI that begins with trust. Watson X, IBM.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Sorry about that little delay there. I just had to check on something, but
Yeah, don't worry about it.
everything's just fine.
While the Masters on commercial break, what do you say we talk about Hawaii?
Oh yeah. What about Hawaii?
Um, Hawaii is like sort of on my bucket list on places to go and golf and stuff like that. Just recently, I read an article on CBS News about how the island of Oahu is suffering from a freshwater
Yeah.
shortage. I mean, it's just so sad what's going on. And they go, it's due to climate change, but it's also due to that fuel leak in that Air Force base called Hickam near Pearl Harbor. I mean, it's just so sad that this has to happen to a place like Hawaii because it's surrounded by ocean. Sure, it's
And
full of
and
water
it's
around it, but
not a place that is known for wildfires, but there's some other stuff, that was involved that really was to blame, but
yeah, unprecedented drought, of
I
course, is one thing. But
um I mean, no offense, but I think I would like to avoid that subject because when I think about, what happened in Lahaina, it's just going to make me angry because of what happened, because so
yeah,
many
it's way
lives
too
could have been
personal.
saved.
I agree with you.
And yeah, I don't want to, be upset on a live stream just because it just, yeah. But I will tell you though, I think it was a good idea, of mine anyway, to, try to raise money for them for, to create a scramble to benefit the people there and stuff. But unfortunately, that just didn't really work out. But
Yeah, I understand.
we, but because Stars of the Spectrum is still new. It's not big as it has the potential to be just yet. But I think that will change.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I mean, there's plenty of golfers out there, particularly Scott Rohr from South Carolina. He's basically the best I've ever the best I've ever played against. I finished second to him in 3 different USA games. He's from South Carolina. He's a real nice guy. You'll love him.
Oh gosh, Scott Rower, he incredible. I mean, he's won 3 of them. I don't know why he wasn't in Orlando with us, but hopefully he'll be in Minnesota with us when that time comes.
I hope he comes too. I mean, it would mean so much to me, to Special Olympics, to us, perhaps to the Flutie Foundation.
So it looks like we're back now. We got Morikawa on the 5th hole for a birdie and tie for the lead.
Come on. Oh,
It turned off at the last second there.
The late turn just cost him. Bear had to save par on the 6th. And he's home for the share of the lead. Ugh. All these guys missing putts.
Max will remain one back.
I mean, he's there, but he's just not. He just hasn't been making anything. He keeps missing them.
Really.
So if he wants to win this, he has to start making putts.
There we are at 14, and the hottest man on the course right now is Tyrrell Hatton, looking for his 4th birdie in the last 5 holes, and he's going to have an excellent chance to do just that.
Oh, look at that. Great shot there. What do you think? Birdie, eagle, birdie, birdie. You never know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Another chance for Scheffler to make birdie. He birdied the 3rd. A little closer than this distance.
Turn a little bit there. Oh, it didn't turn.
You had the right idea, aiming left to right, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to miss a putt, you want to miss on the high side. You can't miss on the low side because it usually will go faster on you, and it's better to overread a putt than to underread a putt.
This was a high quality 7-iron that he hit into 5, but he's going to be asking himself some questions as to why distance control has been an issue so far. The shot on 4 actually reminded me of the approach into 10 yesterday when he was posing over it, and that ball airmailed the green as well.
With all due respect, Trevor Immelman is doing a mighty fine job with CBS. I mean, you got to admit that. I mean, he's been with CBS for quite a while, and he sort of sounds like the guy who does tennis, Cliff Drysdale. They're both from South Africa and all that, and they almost sound familiar. They almost sound similar. I mean, the way they explain stuff and all that. I watched a lot of tennis in the last couple of years. I've been playing pickleball. I've been following tennis for a while, and basically my favorite tennis player growing up was Andy Roddick. He only had one major tennis title to show for, and had the bad luck of facing Federer in 4 different finals, the 3 Wimbledons and the U.S. Open. And,
then developers will have to write code. A lot of code.
Yeah, I don't watch too much tennis, but I loved Serena Williams, and I think I'm crazy, but I also really like John McEnroe. I mean, but he was a madhouse out there.
Yeah, I remember Agassi winning Wimbledon in '92 with tears in his eyes, oh my god.
And who can forget Wimbledon in 1981? Excuse me? Oh, you can't be serious. You cannot be serious. That ball was on the line. Chalk blew up. Classic John McEnroe.
One and only. I mean, he's just perfect for his role commentating tennis. Yeah, I'm that way too when it comes to certain calls that don't go my Bruins way or my Patriots way. Hadn't just missed an easy, but well, actually, there's nothing easy about trying to make birdie putts on 14 anyway. But people are going an opportunity to stay in and stay with the leaders.
Yeah.
That's 8-iron in his hands, yes. 181 to the top. Wind starting to swirl. Up here anyway, flag's not moving.
Let me ask you something, man. How far can you hit your? What club do you use for that certain distance? 187.
Well, generally, for this distance here, 187, since it's downhill, I think I would probably hit either a smooth 6-iron, or most likely I would hit a hard 7-iron because it's downhill, and I've been sneaking long with some of my irons lately. So
And that particular distance, if I don't want to leave it short, if I don't want to come up short, I use a 7. I usually hit my 7 in the 180s, maybe 190.
yeah,
That was a real nice tee shot by Colin on 6.
it was a good shot there. Phones running out of juice there. Scotty Scheffler now.
It's on an even better line. If
Looks
you can
pretty
imagine
good if it's the right number.
Get up. Hang on. Yep. Pretty much.
It looks like it will stay. That'll be just fine.
Yeah, Aubert's shot on 6 looked pretty good. The ball was like, the ball hit right in the center of the green, only for it to roll back.
To 7.
And a tee shot for Max Homa. Less than driver with such a narrow landing
Oh,
area.
goodness me. That is low and left. He is not happy with this at all. He's not going to have a shot to the green unless he gets lucky.
Yesterday we saw Homa with that.
Anyway,
7 worked
so,
out well. But not
you
the
notice
case.
anything in the last few years while watching the Masters? All those aerial shots? I mean, there's no blimp over.
They're all drones.
Yeah, they've incorporated drones as recently as like a few years ago, perhaps 2019 when Tiger won it.
Yeah.
What a shot that was. Blind shot, really. That's
What a shot from Tony Finau there from the.
Today also
Yeah, he's way out of it, but that was an incredible shot there.
Perhaps the greatest golfer that the state of Utah ever produced.
28 years of guiding CBS Sports with great distinction. Sean began his final Masters Sunday at the helm with a family.
Finau is one of the select few golfers among the best to never have won a major.
Hosted
Yeah,
CBS.
the list goes on and on. The likes of Schauffele and Hovland,
Family.
Patrick Cantlay.
On the Masters tournament for over 65 years. Sean has behalf of the
And Tommy Fleetwood, he's got to be high up on the list of
sports.
best golfers never won a major.
We appreciate your leadership.
Well, hopefully that will not be the case. Because I think that Fleetwood is. He's got the game still. He can still do it, I think.
Well said, Jim. We will certainly miss Sean.
But players, you cannot hit that one better than that on 7. You just
No,
can't.
that is absolutely perfect.
That is perfect. And because he hit the
You said it best, Jimmy.
down there with some sort of wedge.
I sound like Lanny Watkins that way. You said it best, Jimmy.
And again, the defending champion, John Rahm.
Gotta get it up there. Right line.
Is it going to take that slope there? Yes, it is.
Which John a year ago came in here with a really hot hand. Didn't arrive here this year with the same kind of early season success.
John Rahm's team is like Legion 13 and Live. I mean, I actually like the logo. I mean, I sent you a copy of my logo design for you. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you liked it. What was the favor that you wanted to ask me?
Scotty Scheffler, leader.
I think I'll ask that off the air actually.
No problem.
Yeah.
Gotta believe that helps, Scotty.
But I definitely like that fox looking one. That is a great one there. I love that.
Thank you.
There's Scheffler. Good looking putt. Oh, just short there.
Yeah, perfect line.
So Scheffler will walk away with a 3
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, Seymour is going to make this one interesting if he holds this one out.
From the trees, Homa.
He goes up high, just trying to get this.
He's staring it down. Where is it? Oh, I think think he's short in the trap, possibly there.
It's amazing he had a shot from there at all.
Bogey in his last 31 holes.
There's Seymour.
And Morikawa.
This is to tie the lead. Turn. Oh, he missed it on the low side.
What an evil break.
That it looked good, and then all of a sudden it turned at that last second there. It
had the potential.
I didn't think it was going to break that much. Holy moly! And here we are with Cam Smith at 8 to save a par to remain at 2 under. And he saved it, so not completely out of it just yet.
Just for one day, I'd like to have that putting stroke.
I used to have one similar, but no longer. Let's go back to 7.
Gotta take advantage of that big drive.
And I think he has.
I love that one.
Good. That is a great shot there. Well, he should be able to make that for a birdie and get to 1 back of the leader.
All of Sweden are watching this.
18, John Rahm. Close it out with a birdie.
And he just missed on the low side there.
Story this week.
It looks like he's playing a chrome soft just by looking at the ball there. That's the ball I've been playing here in the desert because it's been really windy out here. The greens at the golf course have been very firm, so I've been playing chrome softs to try to stop the ball more than my usual Pro V ones.
Here's the 10th. And Patrick Cantley, a beautiful high finish. Oh, lovely shot.
Good shot there from Cantley.
Yep.
Cantley currently 1 over par through 9. Back over to 7.
Oh, looks like he's short of the trap. He's
sort of looked out, but not gonna be an easy shot for him.
Got some options, and that's what
he's going to try to play the slope, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely.
Make it all the way back.
Didn't quite make it back.
Probably needs to throw it a little higher up the slope there.
To 18.
20 feet now. From that first bunker.
Oh.
Would have been a remarkable 3.
You know, if the Olympics were to be held right about now, there would be 4 Americans. Scotty Scheffler, who's ranked 1st overall, followed by Wyndham Clark at 4th overall, Xander Schauffele at 5th overall. He'll be able to defend his gold medal. And, of course, Patrick Cantley, who's ranked just ahead of Brian Harmon, who's left-handed, who's basically the same age and build as I am, believe it or not. Ludwig Gobert and Matthew Fitzpatrick round out the top 10. Others include McIlroy and Rahm and Hovland. If all goes well, we'd be sure to see him in Paris come August.
Patrons eyeing it down. It's on the left side. Trying to
Yeah, tell God right there.
shot by Morikawa.
Shot, good angle.
Up ahead on the green, Max Homa.
Gobert's got to be looking at this one.
Par.
It's the same line as Homa's.
Oh, looks like he missed that one.
Yeah, short and to the right.
Second bogey in the last 30.
Didn't look like a confident putt to me.
On the tee.
Well, the few tee shots, it gives him a little bit of grief out here.
He's talked about that a lot.
Oh, looks like that's going left. That's going right for the trees.
That's where he was in the first round.
Hit a tree caromed across the fairway. May have a shot from the right side now.
Wow.
Second to play.
There's just some shots.
It hit something. Maybe you got a little bit of a break.
It's the tee shot at the 7th hole at Augusta National.
Oberg cannot putt timid. He has to putt determined.
There we go. Alberg is 1 back. That should give him a lot of confidence right there.
Nervous. We're not seeing it. to 9.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Let's go take that slope. Will it do it?
McCumpy played this.
This is the right way to play it here.
Oh, good effort there.
And went here without a little imagination. Got to tap into that creative side.
So there we are. Scotty Scheffler remains at 7 under, followed by Colin Morikawa and Ludwig Alberg.
Scheffler continues to cling to the lead. The pack leaderboard at the top.
All these guys in the top 4 college boys.
Exactly.
Leads it by 1, 7 under par.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna quickly go and make a sandwich, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll let you take over it from here for a few minutes.
All right. Thank you. You know, while Matt Glumack is away, I gotta explain this. I mean, CBS each and every year takes it to another level when it comes to broadcasting the Masters tournament. A tradition like no other. It is a broadcast like no other. And I respect that. And, that was Tommy Fleetwood teeing off to begin the back 9. And Scheffler's got a very difficult tee shot on 7. His ball in the rough on the right side. And he's pitching low. Yeah. He just drove himself into the bunker, one of the front bunkers. Not really pleased with that. His lead is now in peril. And Morikawa's 132 to the center of the green. Actually, 132 to the hole, rather. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if he hits a right to left draw. Here's the scene from the 7th fairway. Morikawa 6 under. Morikawa hits that one perfectly. And just so you know, we're getting close to closing time, so let me just say this. It's too bad we can't broadcast the whole tournament. My buddy right here, Matt Glumac, is basically out of the room. And the Masters is a tradition unlike any other for a reason. It signals the beginning of spring, the beginning of golf season everywhere. And right now, before I leave, let me explain the top 5 golfers on the leaderboard. Scotty Scheffler, 7 under. Colin Morikawa and Ludwig Aubert are 6 under. Max Homa is 5 under. And there's a tie for 5th between DeChambeau and Fleetwood at minus 3 under. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I hope you enjoyed hearing our commentary and oh gosh, I mean, forgive me, I'm not really trained for this. And on behalf of the Philly Foundation, thank you. And this is Tyler Gassi from Stars of the Spectrum Golf Tour, along with Matt Glumac, signing off. Thank you very much.